hearty beef stew to be exact. So I'm making this stew with boneless short ribs, which are my favorite cut of beef. Did you know that? Short ribs?
I did not know that.
Absolutely incredible. It winds up tasting like the very best pot roast that you've ever had, except better. It's like a luscious version of chuck roast. So I cut the boneless short ribs into chunks and I browned them. Look how brown these are. So brown. So I'm just taking them out for a minute. And in the same pot, I'm gonna add some onion chunks, big old chunks of onion, and carrot chunks and garlic. I'm gonna crank up the heat even more, and I'm gonna add some tomato paste. Tomato paste is one of the best tips I can give whenever you're making any pot roast recipe. Just add a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste, and it doesn't really give it a tomato sauce or base, but it just adds depth and interest and passion. It's so good. Okay, so I'm stirring so the tomato paste kind of hits the bottom of that pan. Look at this. Delicious. So now for the liquid. Let's just cut to the chase here. 2 bottles of beer. And then a couple of cups of beef broth. Very savory, luscious stew. Squirt, squirt, squirt. And then some Worcestershire sauce and salt and pepper. So easy. You just want to be sure to start this much earlier than you need it because stew does take a while. Sprigs of rosemary and a couple of bay leaves, and then I'll stir it all together. Oh, forgot to add the meat back in. I almost put the lid on and cooked this for 2 hours.
Veggie stew.
That would have been awkward. Okay, so all this meat goes in, and you definitely want to hold it so all those juices go into. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna put the lid on, turn the heat down, and simmer this for 2.5 hours until that meat is fall apart tender. I like to serve it with egg noodles. Usually I use wide egg noodles, but these are the skinny ones. Oh, yum, yum. But I am never content just to serve noodles plain, so I'm gonna add some butter and a whole bunch of parsley, and then I always like to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the noodles. I think buttered noodles with salt and pepper are the ultimate comfort food. Just toss and let that butter just slowly melt. You can also add lemon zest. I like noodles with lemon zest, butter, parsley, salt, pepper. That's a yummy summer pasta.
And wine.
And wine, well, wine in a glass, for sure. Okay, the noodles are buttered, so let's check out this stew. Come over here. This stew. Ready? Oh.
Now we're talking.
Your sound effects are amazing, by the way. Thank you. So I'm gonna take out the bay leaves and the rosemary. It was so nice. It was all gathered up in one little section. And then I'll just use the ladle to get the stew into the bowl with the noodles. But look at this. That meat is so tender. It is absolutely falling apart. And you wanna get juice and all. You don't need to let the juice like drip out. Okay, how does this look, guys?
It looks
Good.
amazing.
It really does. You can spoon extra juice over, which I'm gonna do right now. Look, ready?
Yes.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Hearty beef stew over buttery parsley noodles. That is a bowl full of marvelous right there.